Well, absolutely, and local government is now responsible for around £110 billion of spending of taxpayers' money every year, whether that's from business rates, council tax or government grants, and a huge amount of that is now unaccounted for. We see, for example, that in the latest financial year, 97 councils that haven't even published a draft statement of accounts. So if you want to use the excuse that your auditor hasn't been able to audit your accounts on time, that's one thing. But if you haven't even published a draft for the public to look at, that's a real problem. And I think councils need to get real very, very quickly.
Yeah, councillors need to get real. But if there is a problem with the number of national auditors, that's fair enough, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. As I said, I think there is a problem with in the audit industry. This has been relatively well documented, but that doesn't explain, for example, Lancaster City Council, where they've only had 4 draft accounts for the last 4 years. It absolutely beggars belief that their auditor has not been able to complete an audit from 3 years ago. It's far more likely that these auditors are actually finding serious problems with some of the financial information in these accounts, and I think that's the thing I think we're very, very concerned about here. And with the number of councils recently that have been issuing Section 114 notices, effective declarations of bankruptcy, I think this is a real problem that needs to be addressed.
OK, let's bring in Meirion Jenkins at this point. Where has all the money gone? Some people are blaming inflationary storms, the rising demand for social care, homelessness, special educational needs children, putting councils to the wire. Or is it something else? Is it just mismanagement or is it fat cat salaries? What's the truth?
Well, as far as Birmingham is concerned, and I'm the Shadow Cabinet Member for Finance in Birmingham City Council, we can say it's chronic financial mismanagement by the Labour group. I've been a councillor for 10 years and I've seen numerous examples over that time of financial incontinence and mismanagement. But just recently, we've had 2 very serious failings, one concerning a failure to address equal pay issues, which is now estimated that it's going to cost the council about 760 million, although nobody really knows. And also their failure to implement a new accounting system that was budgeted to cost 20 million and is now years late, is going to cost 5 times that, 100 million. And we're in a position where we have no reliance on the financial information that we're given. And you mentioned about councils not being able to publish accounts because of a lack of auditors. Well, that's not the case in Labour Birmingham. We have a firm of auditors in place, and they've said that the accounting records are so poor that not only will they potentially have to qualify the accounts, but they're so bad they may not even be able to publish a set of accounts at all. So it's not a shortage of auditors, it's just really bad financial mismanagement, I'm afraid, as far as Labour Birmingham City Council is concerned.
And I guess you would say this isn't just about political point scoring. I mean, this is fundamentally important to the taxpayers. They want to know how their money is being spent.
Yes, and they're more than entitled to ask that question. Obviously, I don't know how the situation has risen in other councils, but as far as Birmingham is concerned, I've seen 10 years of terrible waste and mismanagement. I mean, these last 2 things, the Oracle accounting system and the equal pay, have been 2 very bad examples that have brought the city to what is reported as being bankruptcy. A city council can't actually go bankrupt in the UK, but it's a good way to think of it. So those are the 2 things that have brought Birmingham to the edge of bankruptcy. But there have been numerous other examples over the years where taxpayers' money has been squandered in a most terrible way.
OK, and quickly to you, Elliot. Some of the councils have been mismanaging money in a spectacular way. Thurrock, £500 million on solar farms. Nottingham Council, £51 million on Robin Hood Energy. In Woking, over £1 billion due to bungled property deals. Why are councils spending money in this kind of way? Why not get back to, like, wheelie bins and potholes?
I think a lot of councils, unfortunately, have been taken over by property speculators that think they can make a quick buck for their council and maybe avoid the political damage of council tax rises or the awkward internal politics of cuts to spending. And they've been looking to make a quick buck on the property market, and it's all gone spectacularly wrong. And unfortunately, it's the taxpayer that ends up footing the bill.